Hi guys, welcome to Subject Mate Space where you're going to learn at your own pace. Today we have started our very first module, Introduction to Software Testing. So, before I deeper dive into the fundamentals of testing, let me just share you a short story. So, there was a girl named Anu who ordered her food online via an application. She paid the money, she got the order confirmation, but within 10 minutes, the application showed that her food was delivered. Anu panicked. She went to security guard Bhaiya and asked, Bhaiya, did I receive my order? Security guard said, No, madam, your food order is still not delivered. Anu panicked. Anu called the customer care of the application. Customer care executive checked the issue and ensured Anu that it was the mistake from the application. Application showed the incorrect status and her order is on the way and she she will be getting her order in 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, she received the order and she was happy. So, in this whole story, can you guess what exactly went wrong? Great. So, the only thing that went wrong was application showed the incorrect status as delivered. Now, how could we avoid it? If there was a dedicated QA team who checked the software with all the different scenarios, it could have been easily avoided before reaching the end user, which is Anu. So let's move forward and understand the terms software testing and the testing terms. So, what is software testing? Software testing is nothing but the process of checking whether a software application is working correctly or not before it reaches the end user. Suppose if there is a bug in the application, it reached the end user might feel trouble, just like Anu did. Hence, It ensures, testing ensures that the software is correctly developed and there are no issues in the software. So, you can take a screenshot of definition and why testing is important. Basically, software testing is the process of checking whether a software is working fine or not. Before reaching the end users, we need to test completely so that user will not face any problem while using the application. Got it? Great. Moving forward, let's understand a role of a tester. Now suppose you are a tester and you are going to test the application. What will you test it? What is your role? So, first thing is that you will find the bugs in the application. To find the bugs in the application, users should think as tester should think from a user perspective. So, while testing, don't just test like clicking on the buttons if it is functionality is working fine or not. No, but you should always think from a user perspective. If user had performed this operation, what would have been the output? See, user doesn't know the basics of testing. He just know the exploration part. He just explores the app. He orders in the food ordering case. Anu just explored the application. She ordered the food, but application was not stable. So user faced the difficulty. So tester should always think from the user perspective. If what could have been happened if user performs this action rather than just clicking on OK, submit, login buttons. And testers should also try different scenarios like positive and negative. Suppose if you take a login page example, normal tester or normal people will just uh, enter username, enter password, click on login. But a good tester will always test both positive and negative scenarios. We are going to go detail into positive and negative scenarios, but now try to understand what is a negative scenario in this case. Now, in login, you will write in username, you are going to write at the gmail.com. But if there are any special characters or emojis that you give in this username, then definitely it should break the application. If it doesn't break the application and it allows you to log in, then that is an issue. Suppose, second case, in username, you have not entered at the rate, which is the main mandatory thing. It should throw an error and it should be not able to log in, and the user should not be able to log in. If user is able to log in, then that is a bug. So, use tester should always test different scenarios. And finally, tester should ensure the product is good. The quality of product is good. Users should not face any troublesome experience while he is in the application. So tester should always ensure that the user should use the good application, good product quality, quality application. But guys, do you think a tester should only perform these roles as a tester? No. Rather than just finding bugs in the application, tester should break the application. In normal scenarios, once a product is developed, the functionality will work good once it is tested correctly. But every time tester should break the system. Like tester should test those scenarios which can break the system. Suppose in the login part itself, if you could have tested with the emoji, then the system could have been broken. But normal tester will just test, okay, here you have filled username, I have filled the password, I have clicked on login, and now it is working fine. No, users should break the system and check in every positive and negative scenario if the functionality is working as expected or not. Just like in login case example, if you miss the at the rate symbol in username, then the login functionality should not give user access to enter the application. But if it does, then that is definitely an issue. So testers should always break the application and check whether both positive and negative scenarios are working fine according to the functionality. Okay, so that was it for today's class, where we have understood what is software testing using a simple story, why is software testing required, and what are the roles and responsibilities of a tester. Just to summarize, software testing is nothing but to check software is good or not, it is working correctly or not. Software testing is required to check, ensure that end users should not face any trouble while using the application. And we have also clearly understood what are the roles and responsibilities of a tester. That was it for today's class. And in next video, we are going to see how a software is actually developed, what are the phases, and what are the types of models in SDLC. So if you have any doubts, please put the doubts in the comment section. Thank you.